Alright, so you want to hear a quick little fun fact? I have not made this video in 2 years. Wonder what happened. I don't know why. I made this video back then 2 years ago, and then I made this video 2 years before that when I earlier started the game. So it's funny enough, but I've only made 2 of these videos, like this sort of video, where I talk about how to help increase CC. Because again, not much changes, right? But for the 5th anniversary, I've seen a lot of new players play the game, and they are advertising. What they're trying to do here is again, sort of revive the game. That's what they're trying to do right now. So it's the best time for me to like re-update some guides here. And the number one that I've gotten like requested is the CC guide, and this is the perfect time to do it because with this festival itself, it's providing you like with insanity amounts of just CC and just raw upgrades, right? You have to realize now that if where you're standing right now is like a pretty bad account, if you were to use everything in this update that it gives you, you can easily just fly up. I'm going to be very honest here about like 500k to a million CC, just like that, through this one update because of how much it truly provides you. So today, we're going to go through it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. A lot to go through, so buckle in and be ready for this one. So first thing, let's start off with a character like Escanor. This is the character that I currently built. He's currently at 66k CC, which isn't the best, not the best yet. He is a very cool character, love him to death. Okay, now with this character, how do we build a character? Let's establish that first. You gotta level 100 of the character. Once you do that, you've hit maximum area there. Then you have to go in 6-star the character. Then you have to go in 6-star Super Awaken the character. And now we're almost at maximum. Last time I made this video was again about 2 years ago, so there's a lot of stuff that's been recently added. Nowadays, you can actually unlock relics. For example, this character so far does not have his relic, but again, that is another mechanic. Besides that, the newest mechanic, the one that tops them all, is the mechanic called True Awakening. True Awakening is not no easy task. It's going to take you some materials and a bit of time. Remember, I currently have 199 of these beautiful LR coins. What can I do with them? Basically LR character worth 100, or I could put into a character like this for 10. Not only do I need that, I need to unlock 3 of these, and unlocking 3 of these is not the easiest thing in the world, so remember that. It's going to be a pretty hefty cost. Not only that, I then have to unlock this thing over here. So again, for new players watching this video, just know that you're not going to reach most endgame players CC, and not for a while, until you get to about chapter 500, or episode 500 of the story, unlock the Demonic King content, or Demon King content, and then progress there. So remember, you're going to be about like 1,000 to 2,000 CC off, just because this one system automatically gives so much, okay? Besides that, when you compare yourself to a whale, you're automatically screwing your whole mindset up. I highly recommend when you watch YouTube videos, when you watch things on Twitter, when you watch or talk to people that are your friends, and you see that they have so much more CC than you, and you automatically get depressed and then don't want to proceed in the game, it's, again, just the wrong thing to do. Simply, just look at your own account. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't look at anybody else, because again, everyone grows differently, everyone spends money differently, everyone's done a lot of time in the game and everything, and they obviously have better accounts. Everything's different, right? So for example, for me right now, this character is 66,000. If I were to get dupes, my character is going to fly high. He's going to get a lot more entire CC. So again, a 66 character versus a 16 character, there's a thing that you can't do. You can max out as many stats as you want, you can do as much as you want, but you'll never be able to compete with a 66 Escanor, because that's just how it is. That's again one way to increase CC, but again, remember how far behind you are when it comes to this content over here. It's fine, it'll take you some time, but you'll get there. Everyone gets there, everyone will get there. Again, you can see right now, I have Escanor, brand spanking new character, but I don't have him LR. Sorry, True Awakening, I don't. So again, you're not gonna have it early on. It will take you time, but you will get there. And again, a lot of players don't even care about the system, but it is a way to increase CC heavily, but you know, it takes time. Again, whale heavy way, obviously dupes, and then again, above it all, the actual cosmetic system, 5 cosmetics maxed, then you again upgrade those cosmetics. This is again another whale heavy system. Remember, it's not easy to obtain cosmetics, because remember, first things first, free to players have to obtain the character. Once they obtain the character, they then have to wait for a sale or just purchase the costumes outright, which takes time and it takes resources. Yes, Hawk Passes gives us nice little benefits here, where we can unlock 1 free costume every single time for a character, just like that, but remember, it takes time and it takes a lot of gems. So again, this is another way to increase CC. As you upgrade a bunch of cosmetics, you will then unlock a new system, or again a new currency, and that's also as you level up your character, you will unlock the ability to gain GP points. GP points is another additional thing which a lot of players might not understand. You have to realize you could have a maxed out Escanor, a 66 Escanor, a maxed out cosmetic Escanor, a maxed out everything, but then you'll be like, oh, why isn't my CC up to snuff? Why isn't my CC competing with this said person? And it's all because they have so much more than you. They just don't have singularly Escanor leveled up. They have everyone leveled up. And when they do that, they then gain, guess how much? An insane amount of CC. And through what system? This one. This system over here is the wonderful, wonderful GP point constellation system. So for example, on this account over here, I have 100% here, 100% here, 100% here, 100% here, and 100% here, and I'm recently starting this one. I do have some to spend, which I'll just quickly spend a little bit, but again, this system is a big deterring thing, which also gets players to quit. They want to quit the game because they see the system, they're like, oh, I'm never going to catch up. Remember, it takes time, but again, this is why through these newest updates with, like, again, them giving away so many free summons and so much stuff of the sort, getting GP points is like the biggest thing you can do. When you complete one of these constellations, you will see your GP go up insane amounts because again, CC go up in insane amount because again, this is a core system. As again you play the game, as again you progress, this is the thing that you will have to prioritize. And again, you have to prioritize clearing constellations. For example, I've seen a lot of players that just don't use their full awakening tokens. I see a lot of players just hoarding currencies and such. I am one of those players, yes, but I always make sure that if I'm close to finishing up a constellation or I know that I can do it with the materials I have sitting there, I will do it, right? Again, I get it. A lot of free-to-players will say, like, dude, I need to save those summons, those materials, because I got to upgrade new characters, which is all true. But remember, at a point, a lot of characters will keep being used. For example, if you have Freya, a bunch of other characters of the sword, they're going to be used, level them up. Let's say it's like Griamore, you're never going to use him, don't level him up. At the bare minimum, just full awakening him and that's it, correct? That's how I do it. I literally just full awakening every character possible because again, I'm going to get this currency so much. It's going to be super easy to farm and it's again worth it. So remember, everyone will grow differently, but just make sure that if you have the ability to level up a character, that's how you can obtain GP points, again, by full awakening, by obtaining costume sets, by upgrading costume sets, by again duping out characters, by 6-6ing characters, by super awakening characters, by leveling up characters to a certain threshold, right? All those ways are ways to obtain GP points and it's going to be very helpful for you. That out the way, leveling up the character, super awakening the character, basically upgrading the character maxed out. You can also again chase affinity over here, which gives you another cosmetic for free. A lot of characters have that, collaboration characters don't, but again, most characters have that ability. Besides again, true awakening, besides again this and this, there is one more system being the equipment system. This doesn't apply to ungeared PvP. This applies only to PvE content. When it comes to this system, there's simply one quick fact of the century. It will also take time. You have events that are currently active that will make this a lot of an easier process, which are events that give you the currency or the actual gears just like that to level up, that are already leveled up and maxed out, right? To increase CC through the system, best way to increase CC for PvE content, it is again to acquire gear. For example, Escanor is a character that should be built on attack crit gear. So again, I have an attack crit gear set. First off, I have to acquire the set for again, which is very easy to do compared to other games. There's no such thing as substats or anything that I have to like grind, content for. I can actually just reroll the substats using anvils and such. First, I have to again level it up. Then you are the gear. Not too hard of a task. They give a lot of freebies to get you done on that road here. We then reroll this. Sadly, there is no guarantee reroll, so we gotta keep rerolling until we find the highest number possible. Around 514. I'm good with that, so I do that. I then have to max out this set over here, and I gotta do that for each piece. So for example, this is not done yet, but this is because this gives the highest CC. HP is the biggest stat that will increase your account. So remember, if I were to take Escanor, instead of giving this gear set here, and I give him this gear set here, he's gonna have much more CC. See, now he's 70k versus 66, which you just saw. So remember, that is a huge thing. HP gear sets are gonna be the highest gear sets in the game for CC. So again, realize that now I will always max out this stat first. So again, 15%, and this set 15%. I will always do that because it's the highest possible HP increase I can get. Again, he's better built with this set, so we'll keep him on this for now, right? But again, that is how you do it. You have to go in again, make sure reroll stats, HP over here probably most of the time, defense here most of the time, obviously, and then again, attack over here most of the time. That's always how it is. Some characters require some really finicky ones, but for the most part, you have gear guides for that to go and learn those characters. But again, this is like the biggest way to increase CC. And again, I always see people that kind of like, sort of sleep on the system here and sleep on the training grotto, even though it's so boring. I do agree you need to do it. But yes, this system again is the UR system. Again, this will give you the highest CC, obviously. And again, if you always want to go and make sure that you get the highest CC possible for whatever content, HP defense will give you always the highest CC. As you can see, 70k now, which is much more, 4k more, if anything, than the other set. And again, that's how it works, right? Another quick little disclaimer. Obviously, as you see over here, if I were to take this HP, any other set, let's say I take this set from my my Thonar, right? Let's say I do that. My HP or my CC drops heavily because this gear set, even though it's UR, it's not UR to the right character. Remember, this character has the UR gear. So example here, see this thing being shiny? That's because this thing is, again, UR to Escanor. So only any other Escanor can use it. For example here, this Escanor can use it. For example, any other Escanor, LR Escanor, any Escanor, they can all use it. That is how that also works. Remember, that's a big little prerequisite that comes with all the stuff here. So yeah, and again with this recent festival, as mentioned, a level 90 character is a lot of GB points. There's a lot of free mats also distributed back to you. For example, this entire banner here has all UR characters, which is a lot of GB points in itself. Over here, this banner too has a lot of UR characters level 90, which is a lot of GB points back to you, and it's fully awakened. So remember, these banners are your best friends, and also if you need help with gear sets are a huge thing. Remember that HP defense gives you the highest CC for a character, so in order to achieve that, you have to UR the gear and obtain the gear. But this thing over here gives it to you just like that, which is a very cool system. So remember, we do get these events over here, make sure to take advantage of them. For example, over here, this set, which is the SSR set, it will give me a full leveled up and almost, I think, maxed out also, full set of HP defense gear, which is huge. Use these to your advantage and make sure to put them on characters that need them. And again, you will grow in CC a crap ton. Again, these are systems that are implemented to help players, get players into the game, and get you guys to at least get some sort of, like, push towards getting good content, clearing new content and such. And again, it will take time, but you will get there 100%. I do think that it's possible. I joined this game very late and I still made a very good amount of progress, and I did catch up to a lot of players who started day one, because again, if you were to put your effort in and put the time in, you can do it. Do I still think this game is free to play till today? I do think it is. Yes, it's just a little harder for new players to pick it up, but during events like this, let's say Creature Nest was the hardest part to you, remember, they're giving away, basically, in my opinion, the perfect cheat codes to do it. Remember, whatever Yormus's character, she helps you destroy deer. Whatever Skull and Hottie is Thonar is as a character, she helps you destroy. Yes, you need relics for both Magelda and Thonar, in my opinion, but again, it's like they are giving the characters. I hope in the future that when they do these events, they understand in their brains, okay, we got to give them relics too, because again, you will be able to clear this content and make progression. But again, with the ways that increase CC, level the characters, take care of them, it's all based on just, again, duping as many characters as possible, which is whale heavy, it's true, maxing out as many characters in your box as you possibly can, which is again whale heavy. But whatever you do, the more characters you pull, the more characters you get leveled up, the more GB points you get, the more you can actually ascend, right? And it comes to, being lower thresholds of CC, right? For the most part, that's basically what I want to talk about here today. Again, with these events over here being the gear sets they give you and everything, increasing your combat class increases your HP stats also. Remember that too. There's, again, a lot of benefits this stuff gives you over here. You can see it too. HP and all these other stats as I get there. As I get to 13.5, I have more. As I get to 16, 18, whatever, there's a lot of benefits that it gets me. So again, keep that in mind. There's also the system over here, which you will unlock as you progress, which basically I can go and reroll some stats over here and get some better stats. I think that I can't do it here yet, right? No, not here yet, but over here I can reroll some of this. So for example, I'll do it on video. HP is looking a little bit low over here, right? You see the thresholds here. Definitely on like the lower end of this. I can aim for 3,000. So let's reroll this real quick, see if I can get anything good. So let's see. I'm at a negative thing, so I don't want to do that. Let's cancel that real quick. Let's do it again. See if we can get anything good here. Oh, we got a benefit, or a sort of increase, right? So again, this is also a big thing. Once you unlock more and more of these nodes, and again, more and more of the stuff here, you're going to gain, and you're going to get more and more. And yeah, it's just, remember, when it comes to this game, it's dupe heavy. It's obtaining costumes and everything. Will take you time, yes, but can you catch up? 100%, you can catch up, and I did it back then. I can easily do it now if I were to, and I would recommend that. Yeah, if you're getting overwhelmed in the game, you should be fine. And I would just say keep pushing and keep having fun, and you'll get there. So hopefully some of these tips were at least helpful for you, and hopefully I can at least give you some sort of knowledge here. But there is that, right? So let me know.